What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Independent Experience. I'm IndyXP, and this is your morning market wake-up call for Monday, June 8th, 2020. Well, it has been found. What's been found? Probably one of the greatest treasures that has ever been sought here in the United States. We're going to get to that here in just a few minutes. Let's go ahead and take a look at the markets and see where we're going to be starting the week off at. Gold is currently just at $1,700, $1,791 to be exact. Silver is at $1,779, giving us a ratio of 95.62. Platinum is up, currently at $846.33, and palladium is steady at $2,024.25. In other metals markets, rhodium is steady also at $8,300. Copper has had a big jump here in the last several days, currently at $2.55. Aluminum also up quite nicely, currently at 70 cents, and uranium is steady at $33.50 a pound. Barrels of crude oil have been flirting with $40, currently at $39.25 a barrel. We saw huge gains to end out the week on Wall Street. The Dow Jones closed up 829 points, closing out at 27,110.98. The Nasdaq closed up almost 200 points at 98,1408. We're nearing record high there. And the S&P 500 closed up 81 points at 3193.93. If you guys follow the Bitcoin market, we had a decent weekend. We are steady coming out of the weekend, 97.31.88. And if you guys trade in the Utah Goldback, those are down at $2.95. But with the turnaround in prices of gold over the weekend, I feel like we're going to be seeing a nice jump in that. We might get back to $3. I don't know. We'll see. All right, guys. So, what treasure was found? Now, a lot of you guys in the community might know about this treasure. It is actually called the Fenn Treasure. About 10 years ago, a gentleman out in New Mexico by the name of Forrest Fenn was nearing the end of his life and decided he was going to create a treasure hunt for people to go after. He took a 12th century bronze box, about yay big, not very big at all, and filled it with 2 gold nuggets that weighed over a pound apiece. He put in, I think he said 285 double eagles and gold eagles, some diamonds, some gemstones, lots of little treasures. There was a piece of pottery from the Ming Dynasty that was put in there, and he took it out into the wilderness out west and put it somewhere safe. And he did publish an autobiography of sorts, and at the end, it was actually a collection of short stories of his life, so it wasn't necessarily a true autobiography, but at the back of it, there was a poem, and the poem gave clues to the location of where the treasure would be. And over the weekend, it was announced that somebody has found it, that it has been found. Now, it's been buried. Not buried. It's been hidden for 10 years. And there's been countless numbers of people. By some estimates, they say that 300 to 350,000 people have at one point in time tried to go out and find the Fenn treasure. Fenn himself has been pretty tight-lipped about giving any clues, but he did say at one point that he had spoken with somebody that had come within 200 feet of it. So I can't imagine what it would be like to be that close to a treasure like that. Now, they do estimate that the treasure is somewhere between $1 and $2 million, and the person that found it hasn't come forward yet, but they did say that it is somebody that lives out east, somewhere near the East Coast. So maybe he will rebury the treasure somewhere, and we'll have another treasure to go seek. I have the book itself. It's really an interesting collection of short stories. Forrest Fenn is a badass. So there's no other way to put it. I mean, this guy was a pilot in Vietnam. He was shot down twice. He flew 323 missions in a year. So that is pretty impressive. That's almost averaging one mission a day, which is that in its own. There's a whole other. I'm sure he could write volumes of books, and he actually has. So this was actually the book that the poem was contained in is actually his 8th book, I believe. When he hid the treasure, he was over 80 years old when he hid the treasure. So it wouldn't be somewhere where somebody old couldn't access. But so they did find the treasure. I hope in the coming days that we get to hear more about it. I'd be interested in it, although I never personally went out and searched for the treasure. I think it would be nice for all those hundreds of thousands of people that did, for the person that found it to come forward and say, even if he wants to remain anonymous, I think that would be fine, but come out and say, here's where I found it. And that way people know if they were close, they can backtrack their clues and maps and find out exactly if they were on the right track at all. Let me know what you guys think. I want to know if you guys think, if you were a treasure hunter and you went out and followed these clues for 10 years searching for this $1 million treasure, would you want to know, one, if it was found? Obviously, I think everybody would want to know it was found so they can call off the search, but would you want to know where it was found at so you can know how close you were? I'd be really interested to find out what your guys' thoughts on that is. If you guys have any other comments about the Fenn treasure itself, I'd be interested in hearing about those as well. Maybe there's somebody here in our community that watches my videos that have been out there. I do have a lot of people that live out west that watch my channel, so I think it'd be neat to hear from one of you guys if you did actually go out looking for this treasure at some point. Guys, I do greatly appreciate every single one of you. And if you happen to appreciate old Indie XP, why don't you go ahead and hit that thumbs up button for me right there. It really helps me out a lot. If you guys happen to be new to the independent experience and you want to be notified when more great content like this comes out, we put out videos almost every single day during the week. Other than last Friday, it's like the first video I'd missed in a while. Go ahead and hit that subscribe and jingle bell right there in the corner, bing bong, so you can be notified of when new content is coming out. If you want to check out some of the old content, I'm going to post a card right here, right about here. You can click on that right at the very end of this video and it takes you right into the next one. So, guys, I've been Indie XP from the Independent Experience, and I'm here again to remind you, if the women don't find you handsome, they should at least find your pockets heavy.